Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Warriors. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
Checking out Boston. They played great basketball, no doubt about it. Do they have more potential than they've showed us thus far? No question about it.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Butler. And it's Looney in at the 5. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the guard position. Shams, no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team. And you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link. And it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
They grab their own miss. Kuminga finds Hield. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch.
Outside, Porzingis. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Hield with it. He's picked up by White. Curry with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Back to Butler. Pass to Hield. Curry outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to White. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Tatum finds Porzingis. And he's good on the 3-ball. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night. When you think about the great teams that we have seen and the great seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP, whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. They all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades. But what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. You think about starting fives. The 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, the Celtics group has a chance to compete.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Looney. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Warriors leading by 4. To the paint. Curry passes to Hield. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Here's Curry after Drew Holiday's score. Kuminga kicks the butt. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Tatum draws the double. Brown outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 5 points so far. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Hits it from three-point range. Hield's got his third basket of the night. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Here's Pajemski. Down low. Pass to Looney. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Holiday looking for an opening. Driving to the basket. Count the basket. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, in the two-man game, Holiday stays under control and picks his spots.
Pass to Looney. Inside. Pajemski on the wing. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Holiday. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Here's Shireman. From 7. Basket good.
Well, the defense is there, but Horford goes all out to make sure he converts inside.
And here is Butler. 17 points in his last outing.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Celtics trail by 5. So Shams, our NBA champion Boston Celtics, last year, a terrific record from beginning to end. Could this be a dynasty in the making?
They have all the necessary ingredients. When you think about their top players, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, this is a group that's locked in for the long term. They have Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford returning. This is a team that has potential to win for the next 3 to 5 years, and that starts with having your key players and your top players locked in. When you think about the teams with dynasty potentials in today's NBA, the Celtics have to be at the top of the list.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
The first one falls.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Tillman. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Golden State also making some changes. Reese Jackson Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Curry subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Tatum. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Pass to Hauser. In the corner, Horford with it. Here's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Horford. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Warriors leading by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
In fact, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum, that's for 2. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
That shot wide open. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Kerr. Horford kicks to Tatum. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And the basket is good. Podziemski's got 7 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Pritchard. From past the arc. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 9-point game. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Here's Pritchard. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 2. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Pritchard's got his first points of the night.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Jackson Davis finds Green. Outside Curry. Off target with his 3. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against Washington. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Here's Podziemski. Can't hit from in close. Here's Hauser. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, there's a high percentage look for Tatum. The defense did what it could.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And Hield subbed in for Gary Payton. He doesn't get the second one.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Austin's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. Horford double team for 3. The offensive rebound. Buries it down low. Horford's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
Putting his size and length to great use. Excellent hustle by Horford on the offensive glass.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
A chance to check out stats for Al Horford. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Celtics on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. There's a screen. And the wide open shot from Green. They can't stop the run with that one. The Celtics with the lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Offline with his three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Curry. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Outside, Horford. Back to Tatum. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Al Horford. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Busted. No good that time either. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Austin's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. Tatum's shot is off. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Curry kicks to Hield. Outside, Green. Pass to Hield. There's the triple. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Hield's got 13.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 5. Screen by Porzingis. 5 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. Pritchard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
The shot by Curry, no good. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Hawks.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Hield can't hit. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Curry. They set the pick. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. Podziemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Boston. Al Horford, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Curry. And the Celtics with possession here. Outside, Horford. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. White's got his first points in this one.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
White against Hield. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. Shoots over Brown. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Celtics have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Six on the shot clock. It's up a three. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
It's good. Porzingis has got 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Butler finds Looney. Hield against White. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
With the teardrop, Porzingis with the block. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. For the West, Devin Booker.
We all know what Booker is capable of. He can score with the best of them. One of the game's elite shooters, great shot mechanics. The ball looks like it's going in every time, unlike your ugly shot, Kenny. And he can slide over the point guard if you need him to do that.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Boston Celtics.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You could tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And Golden State, looking at who they got. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Hield's got 16 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Brown. It's White on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Holiday. The Warriors pull it in.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Hield, the pass to Butler. Shoots over White. Kuminga dishes to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Tatum on the wing. And Holiday kicks to White. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Butler with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. For the tie. Here's Looney. No good. That would have tied it. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Tatum. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Stan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Celtics second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's Hield. He's got 18. Here's Butler. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The lead is 2. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. The wide open look here for Holiday. Drills the three-pointer. Holiday's got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Curry passes to Hield. Curry, a screen on Porzingis. Hield dishes to Curry. Back to Hield. Shot clock at 6. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Porzingis. Brown the pass to Tatum. Misses from close range.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively they've still found a way to get the lead. Yeah, what a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Hield outside. There's the screen over White. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The shot by Looney, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Back to Brown. And he drives in. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Warriors trail by 3. for the tie. Here's Looney and the powerful one-handed slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Holiday. The Warriors making the shot. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
That's good from Holiday. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. All free throws good from Drew Holiday.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Knocks it loose. Looney passes to Butler. Green kicks to Curry. A floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
He hits both from the stripe.
And, expectations are so high for Curry every year, but somehow he continues to meet and often exceed them.
Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. A 3 from Porzingis. The rebound by Hield.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
It's Curry outside. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. It's a 1-point game. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Brown against Curry. In the corner, it's Hield. A miss that time would have put him up. Boston shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Curry way outside. It's good. This game is all even. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter. Celtics shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Nice ball movement by Boston. Green against Tatum. Great D that time from Green. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
And a brief check of the stats for Draymond Green. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney, and it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pritchard passes to Brown. 1:30 left in the third. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Brown's got 7 points.
You know, Brown is just a really good jump shooter. Plus, his J looks good, too.
Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by the Celtics. Cornette's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Horford. Now here's Brown. Shoots over Pajemski. Brown, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Curry finds Jackson Davis.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass. That's good stuff.
Urging his team quite clearly to keep pushing the break.
And Kevin, Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. He's all about having the pace in his favor.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Cornette in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Warriors leading by 3. Pajemski with it. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Curry. To the paint, here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Well, look, if you are facing Horford in that two-man action, you have to track him off the pick.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Brown, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Curry, down low. They kick it out to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Screen by Porzingis. Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
And, Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Curry looking it over. Healed outside. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 3. Brown right side. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Now here's Hield inside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Podziemski. Here's the screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
On the wing, Brown. He's defended by Podziemski. Brown, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. For Boston, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Outside White. Outside Horford. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Now Brown. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. The shot by Curry, no good.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's Curry. Hield outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got 21.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Now here's White. Hauser the pass to Porzingis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
White against Curry. On the wing, Hield. No good on the triple. The Celtics have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And then Brown with the dunk.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Curry passes to Looney. Pass to Hield. Shoots. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Tillman comes in for Al Horford. Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Holiday in for Derek White. And the Warriors also making a change. Kuminga's come in for Draymond Green. The 3 from Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Butler. Hield outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Tillman. Cornett passes to Tillman to the left side wing. Celtics passing it around. Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And the Warriors with possession here. Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Hield. Back to Curry. Hield sets the pick for Curry. Lock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Butler against Tatum. That three off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, with all eyes on Butler, guys get open because of his ability to score the ball.
Here's Tatum following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Lets the three fly. Oh, Tatum stretching his range.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Hield. 1:43 left in the fourth. They get the rebound.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion. Huge bucket by Holiday there. His team really needed that one.
Down low, here's Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, no one wanted to take that more than Butler. He's got the heart of the champion.
Pass to Hauser in the corner. Tatum with it. Through contact, Tatum.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time.
Spins. Here's Butler. Takes it inside.
Oh, this is what Butler is known for. Elevating his game in crucial moments.
Up top, Tatum. Defended by Butler. Pass to Hauser. Lets it go with the three. Hits the three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Here's Butler. Hield outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, The focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now here's Hield. It's good! And now they trail by just 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Celtics making a switch here. And he is unable to get the second one. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, but if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. That shot off. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It'll be fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.